Alright, today we just have it's a very popular saw by a lot of guys out there. It's the 262 XP Husqvarna. It's a little similar to like the 257s, 261s, 254 XPs, but this one's, it's the 262, so it has like the really large, transfer ports inside the motor, so, it flows a lot of air, makes a lot of power, so, it's a little more, has a little more snap than the, your standard saw. And this one's in pretty good shape. Came in on trade. The outside's alright, but the guy told me it was a decent saw. It ran, but I took it on faith, and obviously the thing didn't run very good. So needed a piston was a little scored up on it. Had a little bit of an air leak, so fixed the air leak by doing that. Yeah, the saw was completely torn down. Split the cases, new gaskets, seals. Two brand new SKF, European made crank bearings. It was all pressed together, all nice. Then I couldn't get a Husqvarna piston for it. I think they discontinued. I don't know. I couldn't really find a source for it, but so I used one of those pop-up pistons from the Little Red Barn. I've used them before. They're all right, but the rings aren't as great. So I used a Husqvarna ring. And that's just, if you guys are interested, that's just a ring out of a Husqvarna 365, like that 1.5 millimeter ring. It's a factory ring, factory cylinder. It's got the factory spec bearings in it, the C3 6202 bearings, and the saw runs good. Fired up, the little cleaned up to the ports in there. Ported the intake, the exhaust. For flow, texture, the transfers, for fuel atomization, stuff like that. Ported the muffler on the side. I wouldn't recommend doing that. I kind of tried it out, just kind of made the saw louder. This factory muffler, it's pretty hollow in there. It's got a pretty big port on there to begin with, so they flow pretty good. So in the future, I'm definitely not going to port the mufflers. If you like them real loud like that, that's fine. But it didn't really make too much horsepower. Anyway, what else can we say? It's got 3/8 bar and chain on there, and that's it. I don't know. If you look at the saw, you can look at it. It's a pretty decent shape overall. Made a cut with it earlier. It ran real good, so I decided to bust out the camera and video the saw and show you guys how good it runs. And we'll do that right now. Let's rip it. Yeah, it's just a screamer now. Wish this guy that traded me the saw could watch the video. Anyway, thanks for watching.